coming through. And I'm pulling and I'm pulling. I'm just going to leave a little bit. And then I'm going to go through the top. I'm going to find the hole. Okay. Get through here first of all. Got to find out where it is. Here, it's coming through. Yep, there it is. And if I'm lucky, got to find my middle again. I'm going to guide this through the top hole. Okay. And if it came discombobulated, you just kind of go back and you find out where it got lost. And you just put them on one by one. It's not hard. But this will make sure you caught everybody. Oops, got a big head in there, sorry. Okay. There might be some tears because the paper's fragile, but that's okay. You just keep going. You put them all on there. And there we go. All right, so we are through there. Now we do the gentle pull. Okay, maybe come through a little more. Let me make sure everybody's behaving in the back. Yep, okay. And then you're going to go down here. And you're going to go through these holes. Okay, there's my hole. Getting through all the holes. And I'm through. There we go. Now the string is going to be aligning the paper so that when I pull tight, everything should be behaving nicely. And we shall see. Okay. Going to get through this last hole. The second last hole. Yep. Okay. Now be careful you don't lose your tail coming through. And then you want to be careful you don't lose the tail in here. Okay. So I may need a little more. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Got a little more. And then I'm going to go back through the center hole again. And that is going to bring everybody. Come there, I'm through. Can you see that? Can you see that? Where am I? Okay. Yeah, you can see. Okay. And now we're going to go through that hole again. And we're going to find out where everybody is. There you are. Okay, see you. Put you in the right hole. Checking. Checking. Okay, you are in. You are in. You're trying to find a home. Okay, you are in. Okay, you need to find a home. Just go, make sure it goes through every page. Don't make a new hole with your needle. You want to go through the hole that is already there because that's going to keep everything aligned nicely. Good. All right, there's the hole. Okay, and on there. And there's my last two. And I should be able to go right through there. There we go. Okay. So now you make sure you don't want to thread your thread. Okay, that's what's happening there. Don't do that. Pull that off. Okay, if that happens, pull that off and make sure it's clear. And then pull your thread through. Okay, now the important thing you want to do here is to make sure that you have a center string, and then you have two shorties. You have the one that goes here. You want to have one shorty on either side of that. That's critical, okay? So now you want to pull, and if they're not even, you can even them out a little bit. There we go. And now this is a very important step. You want to look back and make sure you went through the right holes, because sometimes you'll inadvertently, instead of going for this one, you accidentally went to the one in front, and that would cause a problem. So you want to make sure that you're in the right holes, okay? Alrighty. Then you just give it a nice little snug tug. Not tear tug, not rip tug, but snug tug, okay? And that's going to anchor everybody down. You want to check for play. If there's a lot of play here, you want to do a little more snug tug, okay? And then make sure everybody is oriented the way you want, because you're going to do your final tie. Okay, and I'm going to tie her down. Nice and tight. And I usually do 3 ties. And if you're unsure about your knot coming undone, which it really shouldn't come undone, but if you can put a little tiny dab of glue there, and that will prevent anything from coming undone. I'm going to leave these dangling for now because maybe I'll want to tie a little charm or a little paper dangly or something here, maybe some safety pins that are decorated, who knows. So I'm just going to leave those dangling. So there we go. We have one in. So now we're going to do the how did we do check. We're looking here. Everybody is below the line, so that is good. We are above the bottom, so that is good. Now we're going to do the fold, and we have to see how everybody's behaving. Now, what I would recommend is, you can see this one kind of does a gape. I would recommend that you go in and you fold that a little bit before you start with the next one. And that's where getting that fold is very, very nice for the journal. It's going to have it sit better, okay? So you want to be firm but not tear the paper. Do that, and then I would recommend you do it from the back as well. Just give a nice little pusheroo. Okay, so there we have one signature in, dunsies. Okay, so let's do another one, and this one is going to be the one using the crocodile big bite holes. So I am going to, I'll use the same one because I cut the spine with the awl too, so those might be a little smaller. But often I will use one of these bigger ones because it goes through very easily, and they're very user-friendly. Okay. Yep. And these darning needles are not expensive at Walmart, just like a couple of bucks or something like that. Okay. So this one is the clipped one. Now, as you can see, I can actually see through all the holes, so everything is still pretty good. So if you feel more comfortable clipping, go for it. Maybe you don't want to fuss around like I did there, and that's fine. I'm just going to, yeah, I'm going to take it off because I like to realign my pages a lot, and the clip sometimes just gets in the way a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to reaffirm my crease. I'm going to confirm I have, this is the top. This is the bottom. This is the top. It's smaller because my holes, can you see that? Oops. My holes are closer together. This is the bottom because my holes are farther apart. You can also write little secret notes and tabs and stuff like that, but this method just works for me. Okay, so I'm going to my middle page. There's the hole, and I'm through. See how easy that does that? It's just so much easier. Now I might have a little bit of a fight here going into the middle because this is an awl hole, an A-W-L, awl hole. But I am through. As you can see, it wasn't that bad. Really, no must have fussed. Just a little tighter getting through the hole because it's a smaller hole. Okay, and yeah, I'll fix that. That can happen. Okay, so you want to pull that through. Rethread your needle because that does happen. We're in the trenches. I'm showing you live action here. Live recorded action. Yes. Okay. So I have a little tail, which I'm making sure I don't pull it out. Now I'm going to go through the top. I'm going to go through the top hole. I'm going to find it. Hang on. I'm poking through material. There is a hole there. I know it's there. Okay, I just got to find it. There it is. Okay. I'm going in. Probably going to stick myself. Okay, there. I'm in. And I'm coming through. Did I knock you? Oh, are you in? Yeah. Okay, coming through. Oh, and I'm through. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this one's just a little tighter because it's the awl hole. Okay. All right. Now we're going to sew in the top part. And we're going in. How are we doing here? Are we lined up? Got you, Mr. Slippery Parchment Paper. All right, you're through, you're through, you're through. Oh, that's it. Okay, we got you. You. Coming home stretch, you. Okay, we got them all. They have been lassoed. Let's see what you can see. Yeah, okay. Pulling, leaving a little tail. I have enough to go down to the bottom and get the bottoms in. And let's just do this. Okay. Sometimes I do the wiggle technique and they find themselves. There, see, it found itself. Very easy. And then I'm going to go through this bottom hole. So basically we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the order. Okay, we're pulling, snuggling in, double checking we haven't lost our tail. We still have a tail. And then we're just going to go in and poke through the same hole in the center. And steady hands. Okay. And we're coming through, and we're through. And that wasn't too bad. Now I have a guide. The string is here, so that's going to help me guide the thread through. Probably not, because I said that. That's okay, though. Okay, I'm partway through. Let's see how far I got. I got you. Who do I know? Oh, I'm all the way through. Look at that. See? See, that's how it goes sometimes. Because there's a guide now, because the thread is there, and my holes are a little bit bigger, so it's easier to work with. I'm telling you, this thing can save a lot of agony. Yeah, I think it's around $40 or something like that. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up again. But that's one of those things that can really make your life a lot easier. A lot of the journal makers have them. Not mandatory, but can make life easier. Okay, I threaded a thread, so I'm unthreading my thread. I just didn't want to go through the thread. Now, very important to check. I have 2 tails on one side and this guy on the other side, and that will cause disaster because if I tie a knot here, it's going to slip right through that hole because it's not anchored by this. So that's why it's so important to make sure you have 1 thread on one side and 1 thread on the other side. And we're giving initial snuggy tugs, okay, to see, and then we have to do the double check to see we went through the right holes. Yes, we did. We are good there. We went through the right holes. So everything is good there. I'm just checking for quick alignment checking, and everything looks pretty good. So I'm going to give a little snugger, okay, kind of guitar string strength there, and then I'm going to tie it 3 times. Oh, I'm going to tie it 3 times. Okay, 1. Get that first one down pretty good. 2. And 3. If you don't tie it tight enough, you're going to have page migration, and you're not going to like that. So this one, for some reason, came out longer. Okay, so you know me with the measuring. But anyway, it's lots of to play with, lots of string to play with to add things. Okay, so now we're just going to come in, and we are going to do this and make that nice and crisp. See how it was probably wide here, so I want to narrow that up a bit. Just a little bit, and have it all folded down nicey, and then do the same thing on this side. Gently, you don't want to tear your papers. Okay. All right, so there we go. We have our signatures in to completion. Where are we? 45, so we're in the second section of this. But they don't pop over the top. They don't pop over the bottom, and they're not sticking out here, but it would be okay if they did, and I'll show you different techniques for that. But there you have a basic completed journal, and I'm going to do one more thing on this just for fun. Let's say you don't want to see these, okay? And you, which I just realized, I put the spines on here, and actually I probably should have done that at a different time, but that's okay. You can emphasize these spines by rubbing a little bit. Let me just show you. You can take some ink and just ink them up a little bit and make it show like there's spines there. So they're tactile because you can feel them, and now you can visually see them. So you can do something like that. But if that doesn't look that great to you and you're like, I don't know about that. So another way you can handle that is, this is kind of fun. If you do a little edging cover on your book, which looks really cute and very professional and kind of like the Reader's Digest look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece. I just have this, I had 2 choices here. Piece of fabric, middle weight, I would say a nice thin canvas works well. This is a linen, this will work well. This would be good for a neutral spine cover. Okay, that might look kind of cute, but I think I'm going to go like radical town and use this faux suede. It's material on one side, it folds very easily, and I got a big wad of this at the thrift store, and I just thought, oh, I can do something with that in books for sure. And no animals died. That's nice, huh? Okay. All right, so now we got to cut a straight line. Oh, God forbid, this is the worst part. Okay. So here, now you can do a couple things. You can pink okay, and just do some zigzag cutting. Or you can cut with scissors and hope to God you go straight. Or let's do this. Let's do this. This might be the easiest way to do this. I'm all about easy. I got to find my ruler. Here it is. Okay, so I am going to use my ruler, and I'm just going to find a straight line on the bottom of my fabric, and then I'm going to line this up, and I know that's going to be a straight line. Now I could just run the fabric cutter down there, and let me show you what that's like if you've never seen that. One of these rotary fabric cutters, and I'm on my cutting mat, so I'm good, and I just want to have a straight line. I'm already down. Okay, that's up, that's down. I should have put that back. Going slow, firm pressure, perpendicular, flush with the ruler. Okay. All right. There we go. Do we go back? It's better to do one cut. Don't go back. All right, so I got a pretty good straight line there. Okay. And now I got to figure out how wide I want this piece to be. And I can always cut off a little more, but I'd say like maybe cover about 1 inch of the front and then wrap it around and 1 inch on the back. That's going to take me to there. Okay. So I have to go to there. All right. So aligning the bottom. This is my straight edge coming over, and there is about there on my, see how I'm using the squares to find out where it's easier to cut? It's another thing this is a lifesaver for. Okay, there we go, there. All right, that's good. Can you see? Yeah, okay. I'm going to cut again. I only need to do it once this time. If you have the nice sharp blade, you only have to do it once. You can totally cut this with the scissor. Okay, did I cut? Yeah, see, don't need to go back. Don't go back. And now we know this is 9 inches tall. Let me just make sure this one is, whoop, let me show you. This is straight on the bottom, okay? And I know, let's see, we had this little handy white marker. So I want to go to about there. So it's just as long as I can see a mark on it. Okay, well, I could see a mark on it. All right, so I'm going to use that. I have a straight edge here. You seeing this? Yes. Okay. There. Now, I'm going to go here. There. I'm on my little mark. I'm flush here. I'm in the corner. I'm straight across. And then I'm going to come on the same spot here. Okay, where's my little cutter? Going. Am I flush? Checking for flushness. Pushing down, even, firm, slow. There we go. Okay, so now I have this nicely measured thingy without truly measuring. Sort of fudge measuring. Okay, so now all I have to do is glue it down. And you just want to make sure it's long enough. And it's nice thing about fabric is if it's not quite long enough, you can usually pull it a little bit and make it long enough if your fabric has a little stretch to it. Okay, so I think that's going to look really cool. And I'm going to use good old Fabrifix because it's super strong fabric glue. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover this whole shamamagams up. Okay. Now we're going what's I'm calling a hidden spine. So the threads, this would be an exposed spine, which is fine, and it's a look all unto itself. But I'm going to go for hidden spine. And I'm just going to put some glue along the edges. And I'm coming out about 1 inch, and I may need to go back and put a little bit, but I don't want to ooze too much forward until I'm ready. Let's give it something to grab onto here initially. Okay, and here. Lots of gloobies. And this material is very thick, and it's not going to come through this, so I'm not worried about bleed through from the thing, so I don't really have to squash it down with the finger. Okay, so I'm plopping it on, and I'm using my equidistant measuring sensor, which are my fingers, to tell if I'm even on both sides. Oh, man, got that. All right, where is my, come on, baby wipe. Gotta have your baby wipes at the ready. Okay, got mine. All right, here we go. Because this may be a little gluey. Okay, and so now we want to make sure we're lined up down here. estimate guessing. Yep. All right, and then we're pushing. Oh, I got some glue on it. Dagnabbit. All right, see, that's what you don't want to have to happen. But say that didn't happen. Okay, that's okay. I can rough it up and do some magical things to it. All right, I have my ways. I'm not coming this far. I'm giving up now. No way. And what you're going to notice is these little spiny things are going to, ridges will show up a little bit under there, giving it that sense of spine that we sort of gave up by putting the strings on. But let me get a little more glue going here. I want to make sure everything is lined up all nicey. And I'll put you there, going along the edges. Yep. Getting all the little edgies down. Do. And this is all superfluous extra stuff, not needed to make the basic journal, but I just thought, well, I'm here and I might as well show you. So here I am, showing you. Okay. All right. And now we're just going to glue down the back side. All right. Let me just check that. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Checking, gluing, checking. Lots of checking, lots of gluing. Going to the edges, making sure I got enough glue. Glooby-dooby-doo. And we're coming this way. All right, that's very nice. Yes. Oh, it's such a nice piece of material, feeling all softy, suedey, like just like an old book. And as you can see, that really amps up the book look to it. Now you can use the fabric and the glue together to mold these little guys. Okay, we have those ridges, remember, in there? We have 3 of them. Okay. And if you want to amp them up even more, you could use some of the gilding paste and just run your finger across the ridges, and that will give, why don't I show you? I talk about it and just do it. Okay. Let's do, how about we do a little gold? All right, here comes finger tool. All right, probably use gloves. Be better. Okay, so now I can feel the bumpies. So I'm now just amplifying where the bumpies are. Okay. And then here's another bumpy. Okay. Is it back? Yeah. There we go. Well, we need a little longer on this side. Okay, so now it looks like we have a ridged book. The ridges are able to be felt and seen. Kind of cool, huh? Yeah. All right, so where's that wipey? Okay. So let's take a peek, see what we got. Let's clean our fingers first so we don't make an absolute schlaboogala here. Okay, there we go, pretty good. All right, wipe off the hands. All right, we don't want to smudge all that good work. This will solidify and harden over time, so I wouldn't muss with it too much right now. Just give it a chance to do that. But welcome to your new journal. Okay, so you open it up and you have all this decorating space. You can put pockets, and or you could put a big picture here, or maybe your favorite poem, or you could attach a big long tuck spot in here. That might be fun. And then here you can just, this is your opportunity to go to town, do whatever you like. All sorts of pages to do fun things with. You can punch the paper edges. You can pre-sew them to so that they look really cute in there. And I've actually post-sewed some of them in my journals where I was like, oh, I really want this page sewed. And I just take that over to my sewing machine and I just sew it down while it's in the journal. It's happened, let me tell you. So here's some book pages. You can use dictionary pages or music pages, or, it's entirely up to you at this point how to decorate it. You can fold some pages in, make little tuck pockets. You can, you could actually, you can glue pages together at the top and the bottom to make a pocket, a big pocket in the middle too. That's a fun thing to do. So this book has 2 distinguished separate signatures, and they're yours to design. And then the same thing with the back. You can put something here. You can put, if this is more of a writing journal, you could put possibly an ex libris symbol here, or a little cutout here that it basically means from the library of, or this book belongs to in general. And then just have it all writing pages. Maybe you want to put a few stamps on it. You know, you're absolutely unlimited. Or possibly you want to put in some of those things that we made together from the Using Up Book Pages series. You can start popping them in there and having fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. Here is our spine. This is now a hidden spine. It was an exposed spine before. It's very strong. Your book is not going to fall apart. And it also lays, look how nice and flat. This type of binding allows the book to lay very flat for very easy writing, drawing, and decorating purposes. There you go, folks. A very easy way to make a journal. I hope you had fun. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, and share if you found value here. And check out our 5,000 subscriber giveaway contest. The playlist for the subscriber giveaway contest is down below this video on your computer. And I've also put a list of commonly used favorites and tools and favorite supplies that I like in my Amazon links below all my videos now. So you'll be able to find those. If think of more things like maybe this gizmo or other things that you might find helpful, I will also add those links as we go. And Facebook group is coming. We do have a Facebook page, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to sign off. We're at 59 minutes, which means we probably have 2 videos here. But I'll show you more ways to make very easy journals, and we'll just have a lot of fun doing this as well together too, because I want you guys to have as many options and opportunities and possibilities to have fun. And just remember, fun can be simple. Okay, take care, everyone. Have an awesome day. Bye.